Hello everybody and welcome along to Transfer Talk.
Now, whilst we're on Bournemouth, we've got some breaking news to bring.
Manchester City have sent absolute shockwaves across the European football landscape by completely hijacking Real Madrid's long-term plans for one of France's most prominent rising stars. In an aggressive move that has left the hierarchy at the Santiago Bernabeu utterly stunned, the Premier League champion swooped in at the 11th hour to disrupt what many assumed was a done deal. The sudden twist confirms that the allure of the Etihad stadium remains as powerful as ever, with the Manchester club flexing its unparalleled financial muscle to steer the player away from the Spanish capital. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has officially given the monumental deal his trademark "here we go" confirmation, signaling to fans across the globe that the final paperwork is locked in and the player's future is secure. This spectacular coup has ignited social media platforms and completely rewritten the narrative of the current window. For the citizens, it represents yet another massive statement of intent, proving they are fully prepared to aggressively outmaneuver their closest continental rivals to stay at the absolute pinnacle of world football. What makes this transfer genuinely historic, however, is the staggering financial package assembled by the City hierarchy. The total valuation of this operation is reportedly worth double the previous record-breaking transfer deals ever sealed by Manchester City. By shattering their existing internal valuation structures, the club has established a completely new financial benchmark. Doubling their previous highest high-end expenditure proves that the City board viewed this specific French maestro as a truly non-negotiable addition to their evolving squad. For Real Madrid, this hijack is a bitter and rare pill to swallow in the modern market. Los Blancos had meticulously monitored the player's rapid progression over the past few seasons and were highly confident that he would be pulling on their famous white shirt for the upcoming campaign. Florentino Pérez and his scouting department had long categorized the Frenchman as the crowning jewel of their next midfield generation, making City's sudden and highly lucrative intervention a severe tactical blow to Madrid's long-term squad planning. Tactically, the addition of this French star gives Manchester City a terrifyingly dynamic weapon in the heart of the pitch. Under the guidance of their tactical staff, the midfielder's rare blend of explosive athleticism, elite press resistance, and generational vision will allow the citizens to dominate games with even greater authority. Whether deployed to orchestrate play from deep or to drive aggressively into the final third, his versatility ensures he can seamlessly adapt to the intricate demands of the Premier League. The timing of this blockbuster signing is also a brilliant psychological masterstroke by the Manchester club. While their domestic and European rivals were still carefully assessing budgets and executing calculated steps, City operated with a terrifying degree of precision and speed. By locking down a generational talent right under the nose of Europe's most successful club, City have sent an unmistakable warning shot to every competitor looking to challenge their crown next season. Inside the Etihad dressing room, the arrival of a player of this immense caliber is bound to inject a massive wave of energy and competition. Senior figures in the squad understand that to remain the best, the club must continuously bring in the best, and this signing ensures that complacency remains an impossibility. The combination of established world-class veterans and this hungry, elite French international creates a fascinating blend that will keep their tactical identity fresh and unpredictable. From a commercial perspective, this record-doubling deal will undoubtedly elevate City's global footprint to an entirely new level. Shirts featuring the player's name are bound to fly off the shelves, while international media coverage of the transfer has already placed the club at the absolute center of sports journalism worldwide. The enormous financial outlay is a calculated risk, but one backed by the massive commercial revenue and global marketing power that the Manchester City brand now commands. Football pundits and ex-players have already begun debating how this historic transfer alters the power balance of the UEFA Champions League. Many argue that by denying Real Madrid their primary target and adding him to an already stacked roster, City have firmly established themselves as the outright favourites for European glory. The sheer depth and quality now available to the coaching staff make the citizens a truly frightening prospect over a multi-front campaign. The player himself is understood to have been completely swayed by the sporting project presented during secret meetings with Manchester City representatives. While the romance of playing at the Bernabeu is traditionally difficult for any footballer to turn down, the opportunity to anchor the midfield of the most dominant team in England proved entirely irresistible. The detailed tactical blueprint mapping out his exact progression and role over the next 5 years ultimately sealed his desire to move to the blue half of Manchester. With medical examinations already being scheduled and the formal club presentation closely following, the anticipation among the Etihad faithful is reaching a fever pitch. Fans are eager to see how quickly the new signing can integrate into the squad's demanding pre-season routines and strike up on-pitch chemistry with the likes of Erling Haaland and Phil Foden. If his past performances on the international stage are any indication, the adaptation period will be remarkably swift. Ultimately, this incredible transfer saga will be remembered as one of the most audacious hijacks in modern football history. Manchester City did not merely sign a world-class player, they broke financial records, bypassed their steepest European competition, and forced the entire football world to take notice. As the ink dries on the record-breaking contracts and the player prepares to fly into Manchester, the blue side of the city can proudly celebrate another historic "here we go" for the citizens.
This video and subscribe.